Hello everyone, Dave Fernandez here. I'm the founder of the Coach Your Way School and the author of the #1 factor that determines your success in business, which by the way you can get for free once you join our Facebook group, and I'll have a link for you in the description so you can do so a little later. Welcome, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to become a life coach. And this is a question that I see a lot of people asking out there these days, in spite of the fact that this is a very fast-growing industry and has been growing for the past, several years. And it's a question that a lot of us coaches kind of take for granted because in spite of the growth of this industry, we think that everybody nowadays know what coaching is all about and what a coach can do for you and how to become coaches if that's a career path that they want to pursue. So hopefully in this video I'll be able to help you address this question, how to become a life coach. So to get started with this, I would like to first address the concept of desire. How bad do you really want to become a coach? And I think this is a question that a lot of us should ask of ourselves, before starting on a new journey or before starting a new project or setting a goal for ourselves. Like, how bad do we actually want this for us? Because no matter what it is that you're trying to do, there's going to be a certain number of challenges that are just going to come up. And that's just life, right? So is with coaching. There's a number of skills that need to be learned. There's a number of things that, will present, a number of challenges. It is a new skill for a lot of you. So there's going to be a lot of mistakes that are going to be made. And that's just, again, the nature of things. So having said that, that brings me to the second part of this concept of the desire is knowing if you have what it takes in order to become a coach. Okay, so now I'm not saying that anybody cannot learn any skill. As a matter of fact, that's how we all pretty much conduct our lives, right? You know that going to college is it's a crapshoot, right? Most people actually leave college going into a job just to find out that they have no passion for it and they can't stand the thought of doing that for the rest of their lives, right? And now they get in trouble because of that, because they never take the time to ask these questions. Okay, so that's why I'm sharing this with you as your coach. So how bad do you want it, and do you have what it takes? Do you have the passion? Are you willing to do whatever it takes in order to make it happen? And I think that's a good way to start if you're serious about becoming a coach. So let's talk about training, which I'm sure a lot of you are concerned with. Should I get certified or should I not get certified? So this is not a regulated industry, so you do not have to get certified. You don't need a license to become a coach. So if you're someone who has a certain level of skills and has reached a certain level of success and you're an expert at something and you find somebody who is searching for that type of information or whatnot, you can very easily just go ahead and help them, right? And make a transaction and get it going. On the other side, you have people that are wanting to go through some type of formal certification program in order to learn all the skills necessary to coach, to learn the business side of things, marketing, sales, etc. Pretty much learning how to put all this together so they can succeed with their practice. For those of you looking to get into some type of certification program or formal training, let me tell you how that works. And I think this is probably the best way to becoming a coach, because going through some type of formal training, it'll give you a very global overview of the whole business, and it'll pretty much help you put it together even before you finish the course. Okay, so a good coaching program will have 4 things: coaching training, business training, marketing training, and sales training. So number 1, coaching training. And in coaching training, that's where you learn how to coach, right? So you learn a number of techniques, systems, methodologies, psychological principles that will help your clients overcome hurdles, organize better, understand concepts better, take action. And ultimately, what you want is really to help your client learn how to help themselves. You're teaching them how to fish, if you will. You're not just fishing for them, right? So that's pretty much the coaching portion of it, right? You learn how to coach the person to get them from point A to point B. You learn how to define goals. You learn how to create plans. You learn how to schedule tasks for them to complete. You learn how to keep them on track and be an accountability partner for them, etc. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn a little bit more about what a coach is, what a coach does, and what coaching is all about, you can watch this video right here. I'll go a little deeper into all these topics there, okay? Another thing that you learn in coaching training is how to organize your knowledge and structure it in a way that you can then package it, or you can create workshops or webinars or programs for other people to learn. So the second part of training to be a coach would be the business training. So business training, that's where you take the time to define these two things: the audience that you can help and understand the problem, the what it is that you can help them with, right? Because it helps you with a message and your marketing later on, okay? Once you have those two things figured out, then you want to learn how to structure your practice. So of course that's going to be dependent on you and your lifestyle and what you want your life to be like and your practice to be like. You go to work on what's called the coaching menu, which is your offer or offers, group of offers and packages, and your pricing, okay? So just an example of this, you can have offer 4 calls a month, you can offer 2 calls a month, you can offer 1 call a month, it doesn't matter. They can be 60 minutes, they could be 45 minutes, they could be 90 minutes, up to you. So once you figure that out, you want to create packages around your coaching structure. So if you're gonna do 1 call a week per person, then you may want to offer like a 3-month package. So that would be 12 sessions for a certain price. And what that's going to do, once you have the pricing and the structure or whatever, then you can look at your schedule and pretty much know or plan how many clients you'll be able to actually work with realistically. We all have limits, right? So there's only so many hours in the day that you can be coaching. So that's the structure of the business, okay? The third thing in the program would be your marketing training. So in your marketing training, you want to learn how you're going to get your clients, whether it's going to be organically, whether it's going to be via paid ads, through referrals and word of mouth. It could be just one way, it could be a combination of all of them, but that's what you learn in the marketing side. Once you know the audience that you want to target and you know exactly what it is that you can offer to them, that's going to be key in your marketing. Okay, so that's why we do that thing first in the business side. So when you get to the marketing training, you already got that started, and it's very easy to kind of like craft a message around the needs of the people that you're going to be coaching. Okay, and number 4 would be your sales training. And in your sales training, it's pretty much learning how to close somebody, how to enroll somebody, how to make somebody to buy from you. You're gonna have strategy calls, okay? And a strategy call is when you invite somebody, to have a conversation with you for free, just to see if the two of you are a match and that you have what it takes to solve their problem, and that they're gonna be a client. They also do have what it takes to achieve the goal, right? So let's say you're out there on the street, and then you're talking to a friend or somebody, and they happen to mention the fact that they are going through some hardship or they have a problem that you happen to have expertise on. So once they're done talking, you mention the fact that you help people overcome those type of problems. Would you like to learn more about that? Yeah, sure. How is it that you do that? Well, I'm a coach, and if you want to learn more, why don't we make an appointment and talk about it on the phone, or we meet for coffee or whatever. That invitation is an invitation to a strategy call. Okay, the strategy call is when you invite someone to learn more about what you have to offer, and during that call, you're going to offer them some help or make a plan for them to overcome this issue or reach that goal that they have. And once you have created that plan, and at the end of the call, then is your sales pitch. And the sales pitch could be as easy as like, okay, so now you have a plan. What do you think about the plan? Well, the plan is great. I never thought this could be done this way or whatever, this has been phenomenal or whatever. At that point, you just invite them to consider the possibility of continue working with you. Okay, so this time was for free. That's your strategy call. You help them strategize around a certain problem, and now you make the offer of, would you like more help implementing this plan? Would you like to continue talking until you achieve this goal? And that's what the training pretty much does for you. It'll teach you how to, effectively make an offer, present your coaching menu and your structure and your pricing and everything in a very effective way, and how to overcome certain objections that the person will have, and how to enroll the person. Once they say yes, then it's a little process that you go through, and it's a done deal. There is something also that I like to do in my programs, which is, I call it the internship. Primarily, before anybody finishes the training, I ask them to find 2 to 4 people to work with for free in order to start honing their skills. Okay, so these people cannot be friends of theirs. It has to be total strangers. They just have to find them, make an offer to them, and again, it's all free. So what this does usually is it removes the stress of making mistakes or even making an offer, because there's no money exchange, right? There's no fee being charged or anything. It's all free. So it's very easy to do, and there's nothing that will give you more confidence than doing this, than going through an internship within your training. It's amazing. The results are amazing. As a matter of fact, that's how I started. I started with 4 people, and I coached them for free in exchange for testimonials. And I offered, I think it was 4 sessions, like a whole month worth of sessions, and we worked on a particular problem. And at the end of those 4 sessions, they gave me testimonials in exchange for the sessions. And it was phenomenal. It built up my confidence like nothing else. So it is something that we require people to do in our programs, because it's key to their development. And really the only difference between the internship and getting your first client after you get your certificate, it's just asking for the money. Usually during the sales training, you get a sales script that guides you through the process of selling, the process of conducting a strategy call. The script kind of helps you gather all the information you need from the client in order to assess if you can actually help them, right? If that's a feasibility and you guys are a good match. And then it guides you on how to present your offer, and then if there are any objections or questions that the person may have. And what I want to do right now is I'm going to share some of the books that have helped me in my journey, and that I'm sure will help you in yours. So the first book I think I ever read about personal development was this one. It's Jack Canfield's The Success Principle. And this book really blew my mind to the point that it made me want to become a coach. There's an exercise at the beginning that helps you kind of like figure out what it is that you are good at, and use that knowledge to see what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, etc. And when I did that exercise, that's exactly what came up. I highly recommend that you read this book. If anything, there's, I don't know how many success principles there are in this book. This alone is a coaching course, okay? Touches on everything: psychology, business, marketing, money issues, etc. I mean, this book is the one to read if you ever going to read any book on personal development. The Prosperous Coach is a very good book. It's more on the business side of coaching, and the structure of how to enroll clients. Okay, it doesn't teach you how to coach. Okay, it's not about the coaching portion of a normal training. It's mostly about the business itself. And yes, it gives you a lot of tips on coaching, etc. But it's not necessarily about coaching. But highly, highly recommend that if you really want to understand how coaching can be structured, pretty much in ways I already described, earlier on. Another good book that I found recently, and I went ahead and read it. This is a very small book. It's called The Coaching Habit. Say less, ask more, and change the way you lead forever. It's like a 7-question coaching process, mostly for corporate executives. But still though, the process is key. And even if you just grab 1 or 2 of those questions to help you, eventually, lead a coaching session or whatnot, is well worth the price and the read. This book, it's phenomenal in helping you understand your money issues, your money traumas, like they call them, and how to overcome all this stuff. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. It changed my life, and it changed, all my beliefs about how I see money, how I deal with money, and even like helped me remove issues that I had charging money, etc., to my clients. Highly, highly recommend it in that topic. This book, I believe, encompasses everything you need to know about marketing in order to succeed as a coach. It's not necessarily about marketing for coaches. There's a gazillion number of books in marketing. If you just read this book in your life, you'll be a better marketer than 90% of all the people out there, guaranteed. Okay, so highly recommend it. And I'll add links to all these books down in the description for your convenience. So anyway, one last thing I wanted to share with you is that if you are serious about this and you would like to learn more about how you can become a coach, I suggest you come visit us at thecoachyourwayschool.com and take our life coach aptitude test. It's only 6 questions, and in 3 minutes you'll know if you have what it takes in order to be a great coach. I'm adding a link to the description straight to the test if you just want to go straight to the test, or you can come visit us again at thecoachyourwayschool.com. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're the first one to know next time there's a video available. Till next time, I wish you the best, and let's get out there and start changing lives one session at a time. See ya.